an airdrop gift to every single participant to come and join on board. What actually Vital Veda aim is, it's interacting and creating a social platform. You can use our technology to come and capture all your movement. I myself are a true believer of Web3 concept.
Personal trainers cost a lot of money, and I think this application will help a lot of people improve their fitness journey. Welcome to the XDC India Podcast. I'm Kishan Baalaji, Ecosystem Manager for India. Today we are diving into a space where ancient health wisdom meets futuristic technology. Imagine a world where your smartphone not only tracks your workout but gives real-time coaching and your fitness data belongs to you, not some tech giant. That's the world being built by Vital Veda. Joining me today is Amir Neghabian, co-founder of Vital Veda. Amir, great to have you on.
Yes, hi Kishan. Thank you very much for having me here. And I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting podcast together to talk about our new innovation, Vital Veda, and what we have built and what solution we are actually focusing to solve in the current marketplace.
That's amazing, Amir. I'm really looking forward to this session. So, the name Vital Veda immediately evokes something ancient yet futuristic. What's the origin story behind it?
Yes, that's actually a very interesting question because it was a brand that I was actually building for a few years. It came to a new product of us called Vital Veda. And obviously Veda in Sanskrit language means power or knowledge. And the concept, the solution was more to introducing something to give this leverage to the user to feel that they are in control. They have all they need to know and the knowledge that they need to gain in the most critical, important elements of their life, which will be their health and fitness. And then the name actually came to just combining these two words as what is actually so important for you and the knowledge that you actually wants to gain for that essence of your life.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. And there's a deep meaning behind the name. And I really like the concept of the name. Did you come up with it?
Yes, I did actually. As a matter of fact, we were actually building a kind of health and medical solution in the past. And that was actually called Medical Veda. And then that actually was a new product in the same line of the business, which we were actually thinking, okay, as a consumer perspective, something like more like a B2C, something that we can just offer to the end user. What will be the right fit, right product fit, right the service that we can actually offer from the experience that we have gained. And then that was actually just a new line of this product that we start building since past 2-3 years.
So now let's talk about the science of real-time biomechanics. This is basically, fitness tech has come a long way, but mostly in tracking. It tells us what happened and not what to do next. Why has this feedback loop stayed so broken? Maybe you could discuss, something about passive tracking versus active and adaptive systems.
Let's say, if I understand your question right, we just go back on the history on, what has been built around this particular industry. And obviously with with introductions, with the creations of the new tech, which time to time become so trendy in our lifestyle. And of course you can see that, it's actually revolutionizing the different the day-to-day aspects of our life and the way that we were actually doing our business or doing our transportations, booking a ticket and everything from the age of Web2, introducing the World Wide Web till today, which we had actually witnessed so many different tech trending solutions that it has been adopted to the different sector. And of course, we are actually constantly thinking of this adaptation, why we constantly thinking that, how we can actually come and combine these things together to introduce something that is actually a solution to the problems that particular sector is facing. And that is not the end of the story, of course. We will see that more to come. We will see more, exciting tech solution around fitness and health to be introduced in future. And that's actually, I think, let's say, if you're at the beginning of this journey or we have actually just accomplished everything, it's very hard to tell. And only time will tell that, okay, where we are standing as our current position today and what's next in future and what's going to be introduced. And I'm sure, I'm so certain by this progress that we are witnessing every day, we will actually seeing more products to come and more exciting solution to be introduced.
Great. So your goal isn't to override natural intelligence, but to enhance it using tech as a co-pilot rather than a replacement, right?
Of course, we are thinking, okay, if today we are talking about AI, of course, then in every line of business, you have a history, you have a background that you can actually check and say, okay, traditionally, how you used to handle this particular solution, how you used as a business, how you used to offer your service. And now with the introductions of AI, and then, in the future, maybe we may have a different trend that will be actually introduced to the market, how these things can actually come and reshape this process, let's say, and then offer something that is definitely more stronger, more comprehensive, more knowledge-based to the user to get this advantage of having something that it's definitely works better as what they used to have. And then they said, okay, now as a consumer, I need this product because this product can deliver a better result to me.
Yeah, I mean, fitness tech, has advanced a lot. Maybe we should just talk more about the app itself, because we haven't spoken about the application that you're building. So maybe you can speak a few words about Vital Veda and the app that you're building and the technology that's behind it, and about how you are using the cameras within the app to track a person's workout and also course correct the person's workout. So could we talk about that, because that's the core functionality of the application that you are building, right?
I would like actually to just start from the solutions that we are providing, and I was actually emphasizing on this fact that technology is a tool. Let's say, is a tool that we are just using as a solution that we want to provide. And the technology is constantly keep changing. What actually Vital Veda aim is, what is the mission is, obviously, it's interacting and creating a social platform in a sense that people can come and join. And let's say if as a user going to the functional training sessions, you are doing a yoga with a group of people, but there is no tools to assess yourself to see that how good you are doing, what is your improvement, how is your progress. There is a coach, of course, that it just keep guiding you that how correctly you can do the pose and the workout set, the exercises and everything. And we as a user, we just try to just go there, hear what the instruction is, imitate exactly the same movement, and then come up to the fact that maybe, get guided by the coach to say that either, you're doing the pose or set correctly, or you have to do it differently first to be effective, seeing that, the real actually feel of that set within your, body and, your movement. Second thing, preventing any possible injury, let's say, because if you're a new user, obviously you don't want actually to just put yourself in the risky position that you put the pressure to your body or, causing a pain. Then that actually comes as a marketplace, let's say, a marketplace between the instructor, the fitness expert, that they come up with their solution with what they have. They can actually come and introduce to the community time to time, thinking that, okay, if I can actually plan and program a set of exercise routine and challenges, let's say within 7 days, and then inviting my community, my own user, whoever actually is interested to participate, exactly the same as the concept of Udemy. You have a different course, is a knowledge base, and sometimes you say, okay, for example, in that particular field, I like to gain an extra, knowledge or get a certificate, or just being, knowing what exactly is happening. This is exactly this works the same. So you browse all these programs, you see that, okay, this is the programs that I like. This is the coach that I like because it's a social application. I've seen actually her or his, post before, and I like that particular coach. So then you start actually enrolling yourself. You start selecting that particular program and start actually just to go through that program with the process. Now we are talking about the technology side of it. Okay, so that was an obvious thing. Same as outside functional training gyms that we all used to go or attend, but now we have something that we can create motivation, and we can use our technology to come and capture all your movement. And with the use of machine learning and deep learning feature of AI, then there will be a data set generated on each particular exercise set that we are doing compared to the fitness expert or coach, and those sets can compare one to another. So basically it's like a movement detectors of one person to another, so it will actually detect the area of your body. It said that, for example, how you're positioning, for example, your shoulders, your arms, your knees, and when you're moving it, then all this data set will be captured. The coach actually data set has been actually stored in the application, and then that will be comes as a comparison to advise the user of the accuracy of their exercise, how much you are the same as the fitness coach. And this keep repeating as daily challenges. So 60 minutes up to 45 minutes you do the same, and you get your progress report and everything that you require in your application to see that how well you have done these programs. So that actually comes to the AI part of this application. So
wow, that's really amazing technology that you guys are building. It really blows my mind. So there are no sensors, no straps. It's just a camera?
Our mission was to keep these things so simple. Let's say if we need to see what tools is available and what's the cost of it. And we want actually to introduce a global concept, accessible and available for everyone with this very simple device that almost everyone has in their hand, their smartphone. Obviously, there are AI camera designed and built for these particular things. We don't actually encourage people to go and purchase these devices. There are sensors, there are IoT, there are a smartwatch and everything that just do the same thing. But let's say to just inviting everyone on board, as you just actually show your camera just on a smartphone to do, and either is an Android, iOS.
Yeah.
So with of course with the camera capturing all the movement, recording everything as guided in the application, then you're set to go. You're ready to participate in this application and in these challenges.
That's actually huge, especially for people without access to personal trainers or clinics, because personal trainers cost a lot of money. People may not be able to afford a personal trainer, and I think this application will help a lot of people improve their fitness journey, right? So let's talk about, you've chosen XDC as your blockchain infrastructure. What made it the right fit for you?
Sure. Before actually going to XDC, I'd like actually talk about the Web3 solution, let's say, because then that's actually get tied up with XDC. So let's say the fact is that it was a decision. I myself are a true believer of Web3 concept. I believe that in a few years' times, we will see more of the application to be in that environment. It's all purely to the fact that it's not the matter of, the cryptocurrency or blockchain technology only, but it's just how we can actually give that leverage to create something that is more meaningful. And it goes back to our objective. Let's say, for example, in that particular objective, it's a gamification. And I see that, okay, we've done the good research on the market, tested many applications, and that actually goes back to the discussion of the current tech. What exactly is missing in that element? How are they really engaging themselves with the audience? If the user would like actually to keep using this particular application, and how we can actually encourage them to stay on board. Beside that, we enroll in the functional training course. And, okay, so we are all by yourself. There is no competition in a sense that comes and truly assess one to another, to be very fair, to make sure that everything actually has been fully set, automated, programmed in a way that it's very transparent to the user. We got AI and we got Web3 and we got the gamification, which I think these are like a good match, the match made in the heaven.
Yeah,
because
100%.
with all these tools, you can actually just create a trust that you're actually providing these challenges. You're setting a reward for people to participate. And now we want actually to just make sure that people can come and see the ranking, where they position in the leaderboard. And let's say the best solution that we came across was to creating this smart contract, a smart contract that it can actually identify the process. Joining the program. When you join the programs, who actually get this benefits from these ecosystems that we have created? We got actually this fitness instructor, how they can get benefits from the introductions of exciting programs. So we want actually to encourage them. We want to give them a feed that they see themselves motivated, that they can earn an extra income if they come up with an exciting program, and if they can promote it, and if they can advertise it. This is a place for them to generate an extra income. Then we want to set aside a reward for a user to see that, if they if they position themselves, if they follow all the programs, and if they are actually in top of the leaderboard, what exactly they will get entitled of. And then they can see that, all these things has been recorded, capturing a smart contract. So it's very clear. So it's not like a question that says, okay, if there is application promising a certain reward, how am I sure that this reward exists, and if this reward will be distributed, and later on I can actually go and check if that's been distributed fairly. So basically all these, let's say, circulations of the smart contract and also our native tokens, which the name is VVFit, within this ecosystem obviously need an infrastructure.
Yeah.
And we need a good partner to support us in terms of scalability, in terms of the gas fee that each individual was required to just pay for actually being and using this platform. Either they want to create a challenge, either they want to join to the challenge, or anything that they require in this ecosystem, and the feature and utility that we have actually defined with our native token, to make sure that our token, it's actually just served as a media that user can come and obtain and start enjoy using this application.
That pretty much sums up everything, to be honest. You've spoken about gamification, you've spoken about accuracy, you've spoken about rewarding the person using the app. It's not only rewarding because they get better at health, but it also tracks what they're doing wrong with data that's already there. It compares it with coaches, with the best in the business, and basically does everything for the person who wants to get better. And it also rewards them in your tokens, right? And you've chosen XDC because, the speed and the scalability and the low fees and the enterprise readiness. So that's why you have chosen us. So is there anything else that you want to talk about, Amir? I think we have all the information that we need for this podcast. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
Sure, because I haven't actually mentioned about our partnership with XDC. So okay. I'd like actually to elaborate that so it will be clear as why we actually decide to be a partner of XDC and what XDC has offered to us so far. Obviously, for the things that I described as, the use of blockchain in the process of, the task that been defined, been all fully automated, and also the data sets of the AI elements, we were actually required to get engaged with a very good partner to grow these things, to use their ecosystems, obviously, and also to get the benefit from the technical resource. And in that sense, when we were actually came with the XDC, and then our team, our expert has just done a good research as if this is actually going to be a good fit and we can actually grow together with XDC to build this. And then we were very happy with the element, with with the speed of the transactions, with the gas fees, and also in the development phase of it, which we have actually completed that already. And we did get a very good support from the XDC technical teams to just come and help us actually doing these developments and addressing all the questions, the integrations that we actually need to do with our wallet, which is a non-custodial wallet with a different partner called Web3 Auth. And that was actually another thing that we were, it was just perfect scenario for us that XDC also at the same time was getting partnered with Web3 Auth, and we were actually thinking about their solution as well. And that all came at the very right time. So happily we could actually just use the all these available tools and build up this solution. So far, we were very happy that we were having this good partnership, which was actually a very good mature partnership. And the last thing also is the community of the XDC, which definitely we've seen a good support in our social medias, in our announcement and everything. And it seems that they are all excited that there is a new project coming on these ecosystems, and it's a new fitness let's say solution. And this is a very good thing to just for us as a startup, having this active community of XDC to introduce ourselves, to expand our solutions, to invite them to come on, being our first testers of the application. And obviously, we would like to actually, very soon, we're going to launch the application, and that will be an open invite for XDC community to come and join and also get the first stage of the airdrop of VVF token.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that alpha with us, Amir. And of course, all that we're doing right here is for the community. And this podcast is going to go out to the community. And for sure, we're going to push it out and ensure that, Vital Veda has the exposure through our community, and it's mutual. You guys are building a great product on our blockchain, and we are happy to have you on board. Anything else? I leave the floor open to you, Amir.
Yes, actually, just the last thing is that please follow us on our social media, especially on our Twitter space, Discord. At the very last stages of completing this and putting the application on the Apple Store and also on the Google Play. So hopefully this will be actually the first release test of application. We will have to invite everyone to come on board. It will actually just an airdrop gift to every single participant to come and join on board to just test the applications and get the feel of what Vital Veda is building. And of course, we all need your feedbacks, and we all appreciate every single comments coming to make sure that we can actually build and deliver a better solution to our users.
Done, Amir. We are definitely going to relay this out into the community. So everyone who uses the application has a surprise gift for them. And make sure the gift of health and maybe an airdrop as well. It has come from the man himself. So let us see how this pans out. I'm going to be downloading the app. I'm going to be using it for sure. And thank you so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you very much, Kishan. Thank you. Thanks again for organizing that.
So this is the XDC India podcast. Own your data, own your health, and stay decentralized. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kishan Baalaji, your host. And this is the end of the podcast.